on today's session of Family Court with Judge Penny. Mom is suing her son for driving her van without a license and wrecking it.
I get a phone call, him telling me that he got into an accident.
But a new husband has put this family on a collision course.
I said, you got to choose me or him. And I said, I know you're going to probably choose your husband. And she said, well, you got to go.
So you really believe that you moving in with your grandmother came as a result of your mother choosing her new husband over you?
She'll choose sides with him, and then when I tell her about it, she'll be like, oh, it's not the case. But that's how I feel.
Do you think that it's possible for you all to have a good relationship with your stepfather?
I just want to be loved, that's all.
Families in crisis, I know exactly what they're facing.
I have been there from a life of hardship.
I was able to build a lifetime of experience. Now, after years of serving on the bench, I use the law to fight for families. It's not only about verdicts, it's about solutions.
It's about the compassion and the mercy that justice requires.
I'm Judge Penny Brown Reynolds,
And in my court,
family comes first.
Anita is suing her son John for $1,300 in damages done to the family minivan when she says he took it out for a drive without a license and got into an accident. John claims he took out the minivan at his mother's request and therefore shouldn't have to pay the damages.
Anita,
Yes, Your Honor.
this is your husband, John.
Yes.
Very good. So you're suing for $1,300 in damages for your car. Your son took it. What were the circumstances of he taking it?
Well, I wasn't feeling well. Prior to all of that, he had been wanting to get his license. He was 17 at the time. I didn't feel comfortable with him, ready to get a driver's license. And so he would just really harass me a lot about taking the vehicle. And I was like, you're not gonna take the vehicle. You're not covered. You don't have a license. But, I love my son, and I kind of have a tendency to give in to him when he really presses me. I wasn't feeling well that day. He took the vehicle. The next thing I know, I get a phone call, him telling me that he got into an accident.
All right. Do you have any evidence with you in terms of
Yes,
that
ma'am.
cause?
Yes, ma'am.
Would you give that to Damon so I can see it? Now, I understand you all are originally from New Orleans, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
You notice how I said New Orleans?
Yeah.
I didn't say New Orleans. It's because that's one of my hometowns. So this comes from the body shop, and it shows everything that was done in the amount of $1,300.
Yes,
All right.
Your Honor.
Okay, John,
Yes, Your Honor.
what you had to say about this?
Well, ma'am, the truth is she did give me permission. She was very sick. She told me, can you go get me some medicine? And yes, so, I was,
Now, you didn't have a license at that time?
no, ma'am. I just felt the need. I said, let me just go get you some medicine. You don't look good. She had a high fever.
So you go out and then you got in the wreck?
No, it didn't exactly happen like that. I went to the store to get some, and then on my way back, I stopped by my cousin's house, and then I left.
Now wait, why you had to stop by your cousin's house if your mama's so sick and you going to get her some medication? So you made a little stop.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, it was right. It was I did, Yana, and she was right there. So, as I was leaving, she asked me where I was at, and I said, well, I'm leaving. My cousin's house. She was like, well, I'm hungry. Can you give me some chicken? And I said, that's no problem. So I know, I went there, and I know how she like her chicken hot out the grease or else.
Okay.
So that took extra 10, 15.
It's a New Orleans thing. When it comes to food, you want your food the way you want it.
Right.
Go ahead.
That took an extra 10 to 15 minutes right there. So she called me again worried, and I said, look, I just left. I said, I got your hot, white, mixed chicken and your biscuits the way you want it. So I got it steaming on the car.
Okay.
So then I guess in my mindset, I said, let me just hurry me get home. I paused because I see another car coming in the opposite direction. She goes straight, and she hits me on the side.
Well, let me tell you, because I know that you're suing him for taking the car, and he didn't have a license. But what I really want to get to is there's a lot going on.
Yes.
In the family.
Yes.
Because this is family court.
Yes.
Okay? And so I don't want all the details of the accident because the lady who was involved in the accident with you is not here to give her part of it. It is the broader issue that's going on. So, John, let me let you come up and tell us what's happening with the young men. What kind of relationship you have with them and what's happening?
I don't really have too many problems with them. problem I have is the way they disrespect their moms, because I can handle them because I have 3 boys myself.
Okay.
And they're very disrespectful to her. And by me interfering, they, you know, they turn all the blame and everything that goes on between them and their mom on me. You know?
So you're just really jumping in to stick up for your wife.
Exactly, and I'm like the man in the middle,
I understand.
so to speak.
Well, in a blended family, sometimes it's like that.
Yes, ma'am.
Because they're used to dealing with their mother, and then the man comes from the outside. But you all have been through a lot because you went through Katrina, right?
Yes, we did.
Right.
Now, how was that?
What happened, Your Honor, was that I had just completed nursing school, and they had asked if myself as a nurse can go on the bus to bring the residents to safe or higher ground, which we went towards Mississippi, where the hurricane actually hit. So I told them, I said, well, I'm not going without my family. So my husband and my 4 boys, I have 4 boys, we headed towards Mississippi, and they were at a hotel, and I was at the school taking care of the patients.
So your husband and the kids were going
We're
on
at the hotel.
But you were still taking care. How is that
That
for
wasn't, I'm gonna tell you, because since he's from Detroit, he never experienced no hurricane, so he was more of a nervous wreck than my brothers was.
So y'all were actually in Mississippi when that storm
Yes,
hit?
we actually
Exactly.
saw the houses coming apart,
You saw
flying
that,
in the
you know,
air.
I saw a tornado.
See, this is a
So-
lot. You back home?
Yes,
We've
ma'am.
been back home
We've
for
been
about
back
a
for
year.
and a
How's
half.
your house?
It's coming along.
It's coming along very slow.
You know, it's amazing how people are thinking you're supposed to be able to go on with your life.
Right.
That is going to have an impact on a family. Brandon, you come on up. We're going to get you in this. Now, let me tell you why we're getting into all of this. Because when you're suing your 18-year-old for $1,300, and your husband has said that they are disrespectful to you. Brandon, you're how old?
I'm 15, Your Honor.
All right. What is going on in the house?
Like after Katrina, you know, we lost a lot of family members, and our whole personality changed. Everybody was, you know, angry, and I'll try to come talk to my mom about it, and she won't listen. So
Why
I feel,
do you think she won't listen?
because every time I go to her about something, it's always a blow off, or she's busy, or she's at work, or she's tired. So I feel like I don't get the attention I need.
So have you shared this with your mother, or are you just saying
tried.
this to me?
I tried, but it doesn't get through.
John, what about you?
When they get into it, I'll jump in, you know, because I can't deal with that. That's when I was standing. I'm not standing no more. But you know,
Where you staying now?
I stay with my grandmother, and I got, you know, I guess you can call it kicked out. She said she kicked me out because I was disrespecting her. But I asked her one question before, you know, I said, it's between. I said, you got to choose me or him. And I said, I know you're going to probably choose your husband. And she said, well, you know, you got to go. So, you know, I had to miss school.
That's not true.
You know, and I left. And I left, like she told me, whenever you feel like you're a man, leave. And I left.
So
I was
you
under
really believe that you moving in with your grandmother came as a result of your mother choosing her new husband over you?
Still to come on Family Court with Judge Penny.
Come over here. Come over here. You're frustrated.
I am. I never wanted to be like this, ever.
And later,
Why are you crying?
I just want to be loved, that's all.
We're going to work it out.
Family Court is back in session. Anita is suing her son John for $1,300 in damages done to the family car when he took it out for a drive and got into an accident. But John says that life at home with his mother and stepfather got so bad that he had to move out because of all the fighting.
And I was miserable up in that house, and I felt like
Why were you miserable, sweetheart?
Well, it hasn't been the happiest thing since day one. She never came to us. You know, she just divorced my dad. We wasn't fully recovered from that. She should have came to us, talked to us. I guess she was so hurt, you know, and she just wanted to jump into a relationship. And we here for a reason. I feel like sometimes she'll, you know, choose sides with him, and then when I tell her about it, she'll be like, oh, it's not the case. But that's how I feel. How can you change the way somebody feel? That's the same thing with her. I can't change the way she feel, you know?
What you want, John? What you want? What would you
Well,
like
I mean,
the judge to help you do?
Well, what I just want to get it through my mama's head that she has 4 boys that love her and that need her. I'm 18, but I still need her. I'm going to need her till I'm 90. And the bottom line is, one of us is not going to be here one day. Because this is real life. She might be gone before me. I might be gone for her. That's it. So, I mean...
Yeah, come back. Come over here. Come over here. Come over here. you have a lot of hurt inside of you.
Ma'am, I do. You know, and I share this with my mom, and then we'll be okay for a minute, but then, you know, then we'll get right back into it again, and I don't know why, you know?
What do you want?
Peace between us. That's all I want. Just to have a good relationship
With your mother and with your stepfather?
Yeah, until the last days, until we here.
I can make this happen now, because a part of it is everybody just getting it out.
You know, I might act different in front of them, but they don't know what's behind closed doors.
Well, that's why we opening up the door.
Yeah, I didn't know it was gonna get emotional. I mean, it just came out, and I didn't know it was gonna get emotional like that. I really thought I was gonna just really not say nothing, but
well, no.
And then, but it just all came out.
I'm glad you felt safe enough with me to tell the truth, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you go back. Let me hear from Brandon. Brandon, you want to say anything else before I talk to your parents?
I was hurt too, because, you know, it's my dad. If my mom loves him, I love him. You know, I want to see her happy, but I don't want to see her struggling. I don't want to see her always depressed, always crying, you know?
Do you think that it's possible for you all to have a good relationship with your stepfather?
Yeah, it just has to be a few changes. We just can't.
Okay, what kind of changes?
You know how they say you don't supposed to argue in front of your kids or whatever? That plays a toll on them as they grow up.
So you would prefer that when they have
I
their
prefer that when they have their little
disagreements,
disagreements, they go in the room. They go outside. Don't do it in front of my three brothers.
Yeah, I feel like I don't have nowhere to settle down at, you know? It's just that.
Son, everybody got to feel safe.
I go to school. I have a job, you know.
You have a job and you're 15?
Yes, ma'am.
How you doing in school?
Nice A's and B's.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying
So what do you want? I asked John what did he want. He says he want peace. What do you want?
Same thing. I mean, everybody wants peace. Why not?
When family court returns,
I feel that there's not enough love going on in the house, you know?
Can I go hug him?
Go hug your child.
I do love you. I love both of y'all. You know that.
family court returns in the case of Anita suing her son John for the damages done to her minivan when he took it out for a drive with no license. Anita's sons John and Brandon have testified that they feel no love at home from their mother and stepfather.
Why don't you tell me your perspective with regard to your children?
Okay, first of all, Yana, I love my boys, and they know that. You know, I mean, I understand that they've been hurt from their father and I getting a divorce. I mean, that was 8 years ago. I came from a broken home. Yeah. But I always respected my mother, and I respected my mother's husband.
Do you think your children are not respecting your husband?
I think that my children wish that I was with their dad. I'm just going to be honest.
Well, no, but you know that's natural, because when you get divorced, you want things to stay the same.
Right.
So you're not very different from most people. But what's happening is I have no respect on this side, and then you all are saying there's no respect. So what I'm trying to figure out is, how do we get the family back together where they can be respected?
Before I was married to my husband now, you know, I spoiled them. I let them have their way. I let them do what they want to do. When he came into my life, it was rules. I try to get close with Brandon. When I do, he's so angry, it's like...
pull back.
He pulls away from me. I'll say, Brandon, let's go take a ride. I don't feel like doing that. I want to play the game.
Obviously, I'm going to send you all to some counseling.
Thank you.
Because you have layers and layers of issues.
Yes.
You've got one son saying you chose your husband over him. Then you've got your 15-year-old saying he can't talk to you. Brandon, talk to your mother. You move over here. Now look at your mother in the eyes and you tell her what it is you want to tell her, sweetheart.
I feel that there's not enough love going on in the house, you know? So, I don't know.
I do love you. Can I go hug him?
Go hug your child.
I do love you. I love both of y'all. You know that. I'm in the middle, Yana. I'm in the middle.
I know. Brandon, come here, honey.
And
come over here, baby. You all right, baby?
Yes, ma'am.
Why are you crying? Tell.
I just want to be loved, that's all.
Look at me. Your mama loves you, sweetheart. You don't think your mama loves you?
I know she does.
You just want to feel loved. And you're not feeling loved?
No, I don't think so.
It's going to be all right. Because coming here was the best thing you could have ever done, you think?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, we're going to work it out. We're going to work it out. All right, you go back.
Still to come.
If I did not think this could be repaired, I would have stopped this case a long time ago.
Family court is back in session. Anita has brought her son John to court to sue him for damages done to their family minivan. John and his brother Brandon have been acting out at home, but Judge Penny has discovered a deeper issue beneath the bad behavior.
What comes out as anger is really everybody's need to want to feel loved. They just really are crying out in many ways, and being disrespectful sometimes is a way that they're crying out. If I did not think this could be repaired, I would have stopped this case a long time ago. In my heart, and you take this from Judge now, because I have seen it all, baby. I know that with a little bit of counseling, you all can get this thing worked out. All you want to do, John, even though you're grown now or almost grown, you still want to be loved. You want your mama to love you. And even if he's never going to be your father, you want both a respectful situation. Because see, what happened was he, by being the oldest, had become almost like the man in the house.
I understand that.
When you came, he saw that as a threat, even though.
Yeah.
And even with the divorce, they felt like they didn't know enough about what was going on. Promise me, I promise me, that you all are willing to go to counseling.
Of course.
You want to go, John?
I want to go, but I'm gonna just be honest with you. I'm gonna still have some anger on one side of my heart, but I'm gonna be humble on the other side.
Well, son, let me tell you, anger is a real emotion. And I think that because you came here and you let it all out today, that was the best thing that could ever happen to you. You're gonna feel like the weight of the world is off of you because you got it off of your chest. We gotta bring this entire family back together. I want to be able to do that. We can do that if we send you to counseling. So what I'm gonna do is, you came here today because you were suing your son, John, who's 18 years old, for damages to the vehicle. I believe that you had the car, it wasn't under the insurance, and you went outside of where she told you to go. She told you to go to the store, get the medicine, go get our hot fried chicken, and then you went over there to your cousin's house. So you went outside of where you were supposed to go. So I am gonna fine in your favor for $1,300. If you could trust me, John.
I will, man.
I believe that this could work out. Brandon, you think you could trust Judge?
Yes, Your Honor.
And there's a reason why you ended up getting a judge who was raised in New Orleans. Don't you think?
Yes.
I think it can work out, okay? I find in favor of the plaintiff in the amount of $1,300. And on top of that, we're going to get you all, everybody, including the other two brothers, into some family counseling, okay? Court stands adjourned.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
All right.
Still to come, what happened after the judge's verdict.
Well, I might be a little angry now, but I think in the future, everything's gonna be all right, and I'm gonna come back to myself and be humble.
I feel that the verdict was what I was looking for. I think that we definitely could use some counseling, and I look forward to it, and that I love my children very much.
Thank you for watching this episode of Family Court Sessions. I need you to comment and subscribe to help grow the channel. Do you think there is hope for this family coming together and getting past the hurt? Leave a comment, and we will see you in the next session.